Josh and Bright, and welcome to episode 8 of the 2025 season of You Call That Targeting. Absolutely, my gosh, I'm fired up. Because guess what? I had another week of perfect picks because I'm the greatest host of any podcast of all time. But I'm here with my crap co-host, Mike Crotch Burns, and my idiot co-host, Earl Manion. And we're going to get into the absolute recap and get used to hearing my name being right on all these picks, because my gosh, I'm perfect. Starting with the NFL game, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars, I was the only one that had belief that the Jaguars could beat the nipples off of Kansas City. And guess what? They did, 31-28 with a great, if you've seen it, Trevor Lawrence goes to step back, slips and falls. Luckily in the NFL, you can get back up if you aren't, touched. And then he finds his way to the end zone to score. Crazy play. But guess what? They got the job done. And my goodness, that just made me just so happy to see the Chiefs lose. They're nothing but pure garbage this year. Next game, Virginia at Louisville. Mike picked Louisville because Mike sucks pure nipples. Me and Earl said Virginia was going to win, and they win 30-27. We all picked Alabama to beat Vanderbilt, and my goodness, Vanderbilt just came in way too cocky. I knew that they would struggle against Alabama. They're nothing but pure garbage. And they looked up and beat them last year at Vandy. I knew it wasn't going to happen in Tuscaloosa. They lose 30-14. They kept it close in the first half, but I knew they had no chance. And then in our game of the week, my goodness, it makes my nipples rock hard when I see Florida State lost again, and me and Earl picked Miami in that game. Mike is nothing but pure garbage. He only got one pick right, and that was the Alabama pick that we all picked. That was pretty obvious. He sucks. But anyways, Miami beats them 28-22. Florida State scored 19 points in the fourth quarter to make that score look a little better, but they were getting their nipples blown back pretty much most of the game. So I believe Miami is the number one team in the country. But let's get on to the points. Like I said, I was perfect. I scored 8 points. I got 34 total points now. Earl scored 5 points. He's at 27. And Mike, nothing but absolute pure nipples, is at 14 points. He only scored 1 point this week. Garbage! But let's give away some awards. Starting with my team of the week, I'm going to give it to those Miami Hurricanes. My gosh. Great game. Like I said, they're the number one team in the country, and I don't care what anybody says. It hurts my feelings because I wish I could say it's Notre Dame, but I believe we're probably the number 2 team in the nation. But Miami's good, and they're going to be a tough out. And I don't know. I think they're pretty legit. Like Earl said last week, they're going to beat you in the trenches. They got a quarterback that's, experienced and proven. They're going to be tough to beat. But let's talk about some trash teams, starting with the Texas absolute garbage Longhorns, losing to Florida. Florida's been nothing but pure nipples all year. They couldn't even beat South Florida at home. And here comes Texas rolling into the swamp, gets their nipples blown back. Arch Manning, oh my goodness, he just sucks. They lost 29-21. Next trash team, North Carolina. Here we go, Bill Belichick. Nothing but pure garbage. Definitely when you lose to Clemson, 38-10. Didn't even stand a chance in that game. They were down 28-3 at the end of the first quarter. Oh my gosh, North Carolina sucks pure garbage. Next garbage team, Oklahoma State loses to Arizona 41-13. Oklahoma State, my goodness, they're just terrible. And by the way, this is just off subject, but I'm glad there was some buzzing in the mic last week and I couldn't figure it out. I swapped my cable, and now it's working and it's crystal absolute clear. So that's good to know if you cared about that. But anyways, let's move on to more trash teams. One of my favorite trash teams of all time of trash. Kent State lost to Oklahoma, and I get it. Oklahoma's good. But they lost 44-0. Kent State's a whopping 1-4. Nothing but pure garbage. But here is my absolute trash team of the week. My absolute trash team of the week goes to the Penn State Nittany Lions. My gosh, James Franklin sucks. I mean, we just said he couldn't beat top 10 teams. Apparently, he can't beat 0-4 UCLA, a team that's nothing but pure garbage, a team that might have had 2,000 people in the crowd, and James Franklin and Penn State can't beat them. My goodness, this was supposed to be Penn State's year, and they sucked it up. Just completely sucked it up, but they've lost 2 games in a row. They're not even ranked now. Texas isn't ranked now, and they were the AP #1 team in the nation starting out the season. My goodness, so much trash. Anyways, but congratulations, Penn State. You're nothing but pure garbage. Speaking of garbage, let's answer some questions. Starting with a question from Harry Balzac. It says, not college football related, but who do you think the Braves should hire as manager? Hashtag Earl is my hero. My goodness, I hate to break it to you, Harry Balzac, but if Earl's your hero, you have no heroes. My gosh, what an idiot. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what the Braves are going to do. I mean, you know, everybody was hating on Brian Snitker being the manager, and yeah, we did have a suckball year this last year and didn't make the playoffs. But let's face it, without Snitker, we wouldn't have won the World Series, I don't think, right? I mean, he brought us a World Series to Atlanta, so let's just shut up about you know knocking them. My goodness. But anyways, in a perfect world, I don't know who we're realistically gonna get. But in a perfect world, I've heard rumors of Greg Maddux, and I've heard rumors of Chipper Jones. I think if any of those guys were to be our manager, I'd absolutely be thrilled. But it'll probably be somebody, that's been in the system a while. Maybe Walt Weiss is a good option. But I'm going to be disappointed if it's anybody other than Greg Maddux and Chipper Jones, which more than likely I'll be disappointed. But whoever it is, my goodness, I hope we can get it together because we pretty much suck nipples. Next question's from Flat Earth Ernie. Man, I'm so sick of this idiot. But let's get into a stupid garbage question. It says, that pre-celebration from Vandy's quarterback before the game, though, reminded me of all those who think the earth is round. My cousin, Lemmy Cuppafart, is a leading non-astronaut scientist and has been to the edge of our sky. He's peered down and seen with his own eye that we are indeed living on a saucer, not a sphere. If anything, a cube, mostly water, cubed water. What kind of question is this? I mean, let's break this down. First of all, yeah, the pre-celebration, Vandy's quarterback practicing victory formation. Nothing but a pure garbage idiot quarterback for doing that. You're just asking to lose at that point. Pure garbage. But his cousin, Lemmy Cuppafart, first of all, let's break this down. He's a non-astronaut scientist, which tells me he's just a guy that claims to be a scientist. That he's been to the edge of our sky. What does that mean? What's the edge of our sky? And if you get to the edge of our sky, how are you going to see the whole earth and know that it's flat? That's pure garbage. And it said that he's peered down and seen with his own eye. Not eyes, eye. So can we assume this guy has an eye patch? And then, if anything, a cube, mostly water, cubed water. Is he saying now the earth is a cube? Is he a part of the cubed water research team? Maybe Flat Earth Ernie is the main guy over there. I don't know. They're all a bunch of loons. But man, I can't stand this guy. And get this, the next question's from his cousin Lemmy Cuppafart. He says, wow, am I glad the Chiefs lost? Yes, Lemmy Cuppafart, I'm glad too. He continues on to say, I love the tears of Taylor Swift's trash fans. Sasha, if you were going to run for president, what would be your slogan? Same question for Mike and Earl. Well, that's a good question, and apparently Lindy Cupifart's a little bit nicer than Flat Earth Ernie, because I actually like his question, and I hate Taylor Swift. But let me think about it. I think, today's time's nothing but pure garbage. And it really don't matter what side you're on. I mean, there's one side that's more garbage than the other, and I think we all know that. But, let's just face it, there's just garbage going on. So I think my slogan would be, garbage today, greatness tomorrow. I believe I could find greatness in this nation. I would make an awesome president. But Mike, what do you think?
We are so divided as a nation, and it's sad that, it's honestly 50-50. I mean, you post something, even something great, or that you think is great on social media, and there will be tons of people arguing with you or whatever. So I just try to stay away from most social media because of the division. So I think I would run my campaign on the slogan, one word, it would be together.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
My goodness.
I mean, that's so just
so politically correct.
We need to be together.
I guess you would make a great politician because, that's a garbage answer. Earl, give us your slogan. I'm sure it's going to be much better.
Well, I would have a slogan it's the triple F's. It would be faith, which I think we all need. Freedom, very important. And then the third F would be Franny's tits, because man, if we could bring a nation together with one thing, I believe it's a good set of knockers.
Honestly, it's not a bad strategy. To be honest, Franny's, built pretty well.
Built like an absolute brick house.
All right, guys, my goodness, this is making me sick.
All right, next question is from Jared Jimhauser. It says, Earl, you glorious man, thank you. I took your advice and bet $10,000 on Virginia beating Louisville, and I won $20,000. Just for that, I'm going to buy Franny a new car as well. Just let me know what she wants. Also, it will have your signature, Truck Burns, because Truck Burns has a new CEO, and his name is Jared Jimhauser. My gosh! Who is this Jared Jimhauser guy? Apparently, he's got some serious cash if he's throwing $10,000 on a game. But Earl, what do you think about that? He's buying Franny a new car?
Well, I appreciate that, Jared Jimhauser, and I'll get with you. She would be absolutely thrilled, and it's congratulations on being the new, CEO of Truck Burns. Truck Burns just been so good to me lately, and I'm enjoying my new truck. It's already, smelling like beef jerky and not really that new truck smell. I kind of already miss it, but gotta have my jerky. And but I appreciate it, Jared Jimhauser, and we'll be contacting you.
Apparently everybody gets a new car except for me, and I'm the main host on the show. Nothing but pure garbage. Driving around my old Dodge Intrepid. Hey, it's still chugging along. Sadly, I did have to replace the motor once again a few weeks ago, but now it's got a new to it motor. It's from a junkyard, and it's still running good, I guess. But I'd like a new car if Truck Burns is listening. I think that's nothing but pure garbage. But anyways, I hope Truck Burns is going to be in good shape with the new CEO. I guess time will tell. Next question is from Solar Powered Fear. It says, I question a lot about James Franklin being the coach at Penn State, but the one thing I never question is his wife's happiness. She's not happy about his coaching, but let's face it, the guy is elite at sucking nipples. My gosh, let's keep this show PG. I do not want to think about James Franklin sucking nipples. That's nothing but a pure garbage question. He does suck nipples, though. I mean, we've talked about it. I think the dude deserves to be fired. And when you bring up James Franklin getting fired, everybody loses their mind. Like, have you not seen how good Penn State has been in the last, however many years he's been there? But they can't win the big games. He sucks just as much as Brian Kelly. And he will never, ever win a national championship at Penn State. Nothing but pure garbage. Next question is from the Cube Water Research Team. It says, hey guys, hope all is well. Sadly, we didn't find any Cube water off the coast of Maine. When are these guys going to give up? Nothing but pure garbage. It says the Cubion levels were the highest we've seen to date. But unfortunately, we left empty-handed. But despite our failed efforts, we had a great time with Earl, Franny, Grandpa Frank, and your stepson. Your stepson entertained us with his amazing guitar playing and singing. And even though he forgot most of the lyrics, we were still impressed. Also, your Grandpa Frank gave us the best version of I Will Always Love You that we've ever heard. Not a dry eye in the boat. Can't wait to see some college football this week. Go Indiana. My kid, this is nothing but pure garbage. First of all, my Grandpa Frank, I know for a fact he can't sing. I've seen him sing around, a bonfire, and when he was absolutely hammered. And it's like nails on a chalkboard. Nothing but a pure garbage, idiot Grandpa. And I know my stepson. I know you're telling the truth when you said he forgot lyrics, because my goodness, he can't remember lyrics to save his life. He's about as bad as Adam Sewell, nothing but pure garbage. And I'm glad you enjoyed his guitar playing, because I hate it. I think it sucks. And if you want a real guitar player, you would have had me on the boat, just absolutely shredding solos. Anyways, nothing but pure garbage. And you say go Indiana. We'll get into that in our Week 7 picks. Starting with Ohio State at Illinois. Ohio State, number one team in the country, even though we all down here believe Miami's the number one team. But Ohio State's favored 14.5 going at Illinois. Illinois is ranked 17th. Illinois, I don't have any faith in them. Definitely after they got their nipples slaughtered by Indiana. So I'm going to go with Ohio State.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't have any trust in Illinois. I hope they make it a good game. I hope it's entertaining to watch, but I'm going to pick Ohio State.
Man, I got a headache the size of Franny's knockers, and so I'm just going to try to power through these picks. Man, my head hurts. But I'm tired of picking Illinois because I think their coach is fat. He's fat, but apparently they don't win football games, so I'll pick Ohio State.
Next is the Red River Rivalry. I have to say that slow because I can't say it fast. Oklahoma versus Texas. This is a neutral site, but I mean, they play it in Texas, so, okay. But anyways, everybody talks about this rival game, and it has given us some great games. It's given us some certified tit slappers in the past. I cannot believe it when I saw that Texas is favored 1.5 in this game. They're unranked. Arch Manning sucks pure balls. And I get Oklahoma's starting quarterback may or may not play. I heard he's going to try to play in this game. I don't know who their backup is, and I don't care. I think Oklahoma whips nipples, and they beat Texas.
I'm going to agree. Arch Manning has been the biggest letdown that I think any sports fan has seen in a long time. He holds the ball way too long in the pocket. He makes a few decent throws, but anybody that's playing for a Division I football team should be able to make those throws, and he just makes too many mistakes, and I think Oklahoma's going to win this game.
Well, slap my sideburns and call me Ronnie, but I think Texas is going to win this game. I don't know what it is. I think they're just embarrassed by the way they're playing, and maybe they even make a quarterback change or do something different with the offense or something. But I think Texas finds a way to win this rival game.
What a garbage pick. Next game, Indiana at Oregon. I'm so excited for this game because I'm excited to see if Indiana's the real deal. I love Indiana. I think Oregon's win over Penn State means nothing because we saw how garbage Penn State can be. Give me the Hoosiers to go in there and whip Oregon's tits.
I like the confidence that you have in Indiana. I like the pick, but I can't go with it. Even though the win wasn't that big of a deal beating Penn State now, I still like Oregon. I like their coaching staff, and I think they're going to have enough playmakers on that team to beat Indiana.
Yeah, Sasha, I respect the balls it takes to pick Indiana. Hold on. Oh, yep, there it was. I respect the pick, but I'm gonna go with Oregon.
It smells like runt tuna fish. Anyways, let's get on to you call that targeting game of the week. It's Alabama at Missouri. Alabama's only a 2.5 point favorite at this point. Alabama's ranked 8th, 4-1. Missouri's ranked 14th, and they're 5-0. The Truck Burns AI predictors giving Alabama's offense A-, and their defense an A. And they're giving Missouri's offense a B, and their defense a B-. They're giving a 75% chance of Alabama winning this game by the score of 35-17. So the AI predictor is not really seeing a close game. And guess what? I'm not either. I think Alabama's playing just as good as about anybody right now. And I'm super impressed with Ty Simpson. I'm impressed with the play calling I've seen from Alabama this year. I think they go into Missouri, and I think they show them who's boss, and I think they slap tits around. Give me Alabama, roll tide, absolute roll.
Wow, it sounds a little bit like you're an Alabama fan. That's a little scary. But I agree with everything you said. Alabama's just the better team. I know it's on the road, and that's where Kalen DeBoer has struggled is these road games. But I don't know. I don't see enough from Missouri to be able to win this game. I'm going to take Alabama.
I think Missouri's as underrated as gas station tacos, to be honest with you. And man, I mean, if you ever had gas station tacos, they're amazing. But I think Missouri, I mean, they're at home, like you said. Alabama has struggled in these road games, and I think Missouri's going to shock some people when they go in and just handle business against Alabama. I'm going to take the Missouri Tigers.
Let's hope Jared Jimhauser don't put any big money on that pick, because that's nothing but pure garbage. Alabama's going to whip tits. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you next week.